when it comes to content creation, right, I think according to our assessment, some of the key attributes that you need to have in the platform is it collaborative, right? I think we have seen this, right? Creativity is not just done by one individual in one place, right? Do you have a collaborative environment where you can bring in a lot of different minds to work together on a project? The second thing is it easy to use? You can't just load it with extremely complex features that you suddenly realize that not only you need to invest money on the tech, you also need to put a new team in place, and guess what? You have the key guy moving out, then you have another 3 months of cycle to replace him. So ease of use. The other one is integration options, right? You might already be using a lot of tech. That's it. Give you that seamless integration options. The next company that I want to talk about is Verse. This is video 1, it's video 2, and then video 2, you play that video, but then you're still within the screen, right? And then you can actually split it by questions. Just select that. I don't need to see the whole video. Why do I need to watch the 10 minutes video to get an answer to the thing that I'm looking for? I think, see, one key dependency out here is you just cannot create this video on Verse and port it onto any other platform, right? Because that's a tech dependency that I don't think any company has sorted out right now, because you have to have all these elements authored in a seamless manner. So you're actually creating different branches to a video, right? And these are all multiple video co-authored and made available in a tech. Rocketing code, what I like is see, there is this conflict. Whenever we talk about tech, there is this conflict between creativity and then efficiency and effectiveness, right? I'm a big believer in those two threes, right? Efficiency and effectiveness and repeatability and reproducibility. Because if you have to keep on doing the same thing over and over and again to get the same results, then that is not efficient, right? So what I liked in the product that they've created is once you have templatized how the video should look, and you have assets placed in certain locations, the code will automatically fetch those assets and create those videos for you. See, I think what is distribution? I think in my world, you are putting content right in front of the audience at the right time, or the right context. So that means the recommendation layer needs to be extremely strong. Now, how do you make the recommendation work? See, anybody who has worked on the back-end video ops, how easy is it to create metadata for a video? Raise your hands. How easy to create metadata? Whoever says it is easy, can you raise your hands? Have you guys worked on the metadata behind a video? No. Now, see, any recommendation layer matches the video to a context based on the meta information that is available. Invariably, what happens is you do all this damn good job on creating the content, but the moment you upload the data, you have some intern sitting in some small town who is cutting and pasting the same stuff onto video after video. Have you guys heard of this concept called video fingerprinting? So what it does is it listens. I'm using the word listen consciously because it listens to the whole video, extracts objects, and creates a dynamic metadata. So when the meta information connects really to what the video is all about, right? And the other one is simple. You need to have API integration, and if you all have all these things, but if you don't have the reach, the numbers, then it's not going to work. So Villainix is that company that I was talking about. Very interesting company which has built AI for media. I think while we have IBM Watson, Google, Amazon, all of them have AI solutions for media. Have found them extremely customized to the requirements of video. What they do is, so if you upload, say, a 2 minutes or 5 minutes video, they create different versions of preview, right? Now, why is previews important? Now, I'm sure you guys would have noticed, especially Netflix does this job very well, right? You know, each one of us would see a different preview of the web content out there. So that means you have the ability to create different versions of preview and customize it for the persona whom you're targeting to. So Villainix solution does that, right? So they can read the story, create different versions of the preview, and then you match it with the kind of user persona that you want to. Third one, I consciously put Glance out here because I thought the tech that they built is interesting, right? So they have gotten hold of one of the most important real estate in our life, mobile phone, and that too even before you unlock the screen. Right? I read an article recently, I think they have like 25 million or 30 million reach in India already. Video Tab And they're based out of Singapore, have presence in India. I think they're present in other markets as well. Extremely innovative tech. I personally feel that the whole OTT world that we're living in, this is going to be the next game. Now, once you do the content creation and distribution, then eventually we're talking about impact, right? What are people doing with this, right? So I think here, I think Google, obviously, we have all grown with Google Analytics, right? I think then we also have the YouTube Analytics, Facebook. And I looked at companies who really have focused on building tech which helps publishers, which helps media agencies. So Viduli tracks cross-platform content analysis, so by creator level, by brand, by agency, and by channel. And Tubular is a global player based in the US. They track content creators by channel, by platform, a real-time basis. And Chartbeat, if you've been to a newsroom, you will hardly find a newsroom where you have not used Chartbeat, because Chartbeat, they don't have a panel. You understand the difference between panel and real time, right? I think real time, you're tracking who is on your website, who is on the website, who is on your app, and then they're tracking real time what the engagement looks like. And the last one, Adobe. While I wanted to stay away from the big boys, I just couldn't miss out on highlighting this. This is one of the best analytics tool that I've personally used. I think even before they got acquired, it was still known as Site Catalyst before Adobe acquired. Extremely accurate numbers, right? I think we have managed our own media investments as well as we have shared, a Site Catalyst report to our agencies because we felt that they were the most accurate in comparison to many of the other panel-based reporting. So what you really need as a future tech is a platform that allows creators to bring in the tech that they're comfortable with, because the best tech that you can find is the tech that you're comfortable working with. But an environment that allows all these open platforms to work together, right? And so you are able to create assets that will work across platforms, different form factors, right? I think mixed reality. I think we're currently having conversation with a company who's going to an event like this. We're going to do live streaming with wearables, and people who are sitting in the front will also have glasses, and they can actually have a product walkthrough. Maybe this is the world we're going to be living in, right? So I think, which also means that, see, this is the moment I see any tech saying that we will solve all problems for you, I've seen that failing miserably. So my take is the future tech will be open environment that allows different tech platforms to work in sync to meet the creator needs.